God damn it! You okay? Looks like the ladder's busted. Still, the pipe looks cracked. I bet if you raise the pressure, you could blast the pipe wide open, get inside that way. Yeah. Head to one of the pumping stations.
Slam! Mordecai! I made it to the Hyperion outpost. Just give me some time and I'll steal a drop barge. Once y'all find out where the warrior is, we can all go after it together.
Good, you made it. Now crank those valves to raise the pressure. Cool. Now, hit the other two pump stations and raise the pressure till that pipe's fit to burst. Then you can bust the pipe, get to the stockade, and find out where the warrior's buried.
Everybody, let's get rolling. Let's kill Handsome Jack and then we'll all go out for milkshakes.
No, I'm just playing. He's still really dead. Grabbed his echo unit when I left. Just wanted to tell you that Lilith is doing a bang-up job charging the vault key for me. The warrior will be weak in no time.
Got something for ya! Who's next?
At this point, I don't even care. I'm just they overlevel enemies at this point. Do all the side content, level up, and it's still not good enough.
My training's paying off.
Sounds like the pipes are really bursting. Hit the last pumping station, ready to blast the pipeline.
I don't care, I got the bomb. At this point, I don't care how many times I die. The money don't mean shit, because all the stores have awful loot. Every legendary gun I get feels like shit. Actually, yeah. You're benched for this.
The numerous deaths you suffered during your revenge quest brought in considerable profits.
I already know the final boss is gonna fucking fuck my face wrong. I already know. Here we go. Oh my god, not everything needs to like get you stuck. It's so
Slag.
I'm clicking X 1,000 times, and it's like, you have to like,
Pressure the pipeline so high, little force will pop it like a blister. Get back to the pipeline and bring your vehicle. I got an idea. You there? Good. Now, ram the pipe with your vehicle. Probably won't kill you. Hopefully. Hijo de puta! I heard that all the way back in Sanctuary! You can get to the stockade through the pipeline now. Get inside, find out where Jack's got the warrior.
Hey, great map design, by the way. Great map design. Very clear and coherent. He never said into the pipe. He's like, it's broke, get there. Like, what? Okay. Bro, this is not Half-Life. Come on now. See, and this is when I start getting pissy, is when, like, one enemy depletes all my fucking health. Immediately. Like, that's not even fun, bro. Look at that. Like, what is it? That? This is when I just, emotionally, I just come out of the game and just stop giving a fuck. I really do. I really just stop giving a fuck about a game when that shit happens. Like, come on, a little tiny-ass robot. What's even the point of having 3,000 shield if it doesn't do shit?
Experience.
There's pros and cons
It's
to
like,
each.
come on.
Mind if you made the same mistake?
wait for the first enemy to one-shot my shields and my health. Like, what even is that? Why would the gap in between one level be that vast? It's so dumb. Complete oversight by the developers, but it's whatever.
Every bit of data in the Hyperion network ends up archived here. Mining information, security footage. It all flows to the stockade. Get inside.
Good news, everybody. I stole the drop barge. Hyperion was no match for my secret punch you in the face until you die fighting style. When the time comes, we'll fight our way to the vault together.
That higher than mine? Alright, let me drop some shit. Yeah, I should just say it's too high of a level. Oh my Somehow they're faster than me. But I'm a vault hunter, remember that.
Enough.
How am I out of shields? What just took my shields? Like, come on with that shit. I like that. you think the new head of Xbox can turn the tides for Xbox like she said? I mean, no. Here's the reality. All these console companies are greedy as fuck, right? Nintendo, Sony, Xbox, they're all greedy. And right now, all you gotta do is just not be the greediest. And that's what they do to get along. See, Xbox gets shit because they raise game price, but I guarantee PS Plus was $30, people wouldn't care. I mean, go look at Nintendo's, what is it, like their, I forgot what it's called, their showcase. Their showcase was terrible. It was awful. It was just, guys, our big announcement, Fallout 4 to Switch 2. Oh, and, like, is that supposed to be some kind of, like, achievement? Who cares? Dude, the Switch 2 has, like, 5 games. Garbage console. I would never buy a Switch 2. But in terms of Xbox, no, they cooked. They've been cooked. They're so far in the ground it hurts. But I also disagree with people who go, oh, they're going to exit the console race. Bullshit, they are. I would be shocked if Xbox said, we are quitting consoles and we are not releasing another console. I would be shocked. It ain't that bad. The problem is here's the problem with Xbox. They don't have the mainstream appeal anymore. See, the common consensus online is Xbox sucks. Xbox is dead. Xbox is this. Do I think Xbox is dead? No. There's still a lot of people who play Xbox. I mean, let's be real. Is it last place? No. In consoles? Yes, it's last place. For sure. It's third place. It's what it is. I forgot who was telling me this, but when they got shit because they released when the Xbox One first came out, they were gonna make it where you couldn't game share. If you used a game in your console, nobody else could use that game. Sony was going to run that same feature, but Xbox announced it first, got backlash, and behind the scenes, Sony did away with that and came out with the, oh no, we allow people to game share, and they had that whole like video where he hands the dude the game. They're all greedy. They were all doing the shit Microsoft and Xbox were gonna do, but Xbox jumped the gun and wanted to be the first one to get it out, and everyone else was like, yeah, that was totally only Microsoft. we weren't also gonna do that same shit. You know, looking awkwardly. You know what I mean? It's like, and not to mention that original fat Xbox One was the worst console of the 21st century. And I mean that. In terms of main brands, yeah, you could go with like the Ouya. What was that? It was like I think that's how you say it, the Ouya. That console, I don't count that. That's like a shitty, second-rate console. In terms of the main companies, the big boys, the Wii U and the fat Xbox One are at the bottom. They're at the bottom. See, that's another thing. Around that time, pre-Switch, pre-Nintendo Switch, Nintendo was kind of ass as well. Like in the Wii U era, their Wii U era was terrible. Zelda was benched. Mario was in its safe era. They weren't doing shit with Donkey Kong or Metroid. So it's like, but people ignore that. You want to know why? I'll tell you exactly why. Because they're not Western. If Nintendo was an American company, people would be like, Nintendo sucks. Nintendo's ass. Nintendo's garbage. It's because people like Japanese companies. They dick ride them to the death. And I'm not against that. Don't get me wrong. JRPGs, the GOAT. And I'm not against PlayStation or Nintendo. Shit, I got a PS3 and a PS4. I go for Platinums too. Achievement Hunter isn't a tag to Xbox. I go for achievements on any console. And the Wii, I fucking love my Wii. I jailbroke my Wii, I soft modded it. I got like all the games on there. I love it. I'll never buy a Switch though. But my problem comes in is when we're going to excuse these other companies for doing the same shit Microsoft does just because they're a Japanese organization. That's so stupid to me. And people call me crazy for that take. See, people get blinded by nostalgia for Nintendo. I mean, yes and no. To say the Wii was like the greatest console ever is nonsense. It had a lot of shovelware. A lot of shovelware. There was more bad games on the Wii than good games, for sure. I think where the Wii sold... The reason the Wii sold more than Xbox or PlayStation is two things. Market, they had all of Europe plus America. And two, accessibility. It was seen as more of like, oh, I can put it in my living room and my kids can get active while playing these games because I had a lot of, you stand up and like bowl and shit. That's why it sold so much. Now, in my opinion, the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 were way better consoles. Way better. I would say there was, at most, 15 actually great games on the Wii. 15. Maybe even less. There might have only been like 10. But there was great games. The games that were great on the Wii were awesome. They were amazing. But a lot of people felt, compared to the GameCube, it was a letdown. Because the GameCube had classics after classics after classics. And the Wii just had a small subsection of classics. So that's where they get cooked. And my problem with the Switch, combining the Switch 1 and Switch 2, it barely has more original games than the Wii did. It's just ports. All the Switch is ports. And then the occasional, they'll drop a fucking amazing Mario game, which, I forgot what the Mario game that came out in 2018 was. Was it Odyssey? The one where he's in, like, the city? Odyssey was great. That was Mario's comeback. I'll give the Switch that. Mario was so back on the Switch. He was cooked in between the Wii and the Switch releasing. Mario was cooked. But, man, he came back. And then, what was the Zelda game that came out? Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild was also a comeback for Zelda. See, the actual main IPs all came back. I'll give them that. And then the Smash game that came out was also pretty good as well. But then again, outside of those, there's just ports. And I'll never understand why it's a big deal. Oh, you can play Cyberpunk on your Switch. You know what else I can play Cyberpunk on? Literally every other console. It's so dumb. But I also like Skyward Sword on the Wii. To be honest, Zelda never missed. I feel like they never had a bad Zelda game. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like they were all pretty good. Now, in Donkey Kong Bonanzas, it is a ripoff. That's the shit that gets me. What is it, $90 retail for Switch 2 games? $90 retail is fucking wild. It's wild. And here's the thing. Here's the shit that gets me. And it's why I go back to that Xbox argument where I'm like, they're all greedy. They all are greedy. If Xbox pulled that shit with the $90 price point and they only had like 5 games, yo, they would get annihilated online. And people were against Switch doing that. When they announced that, for like a couple days, people were like, we're not going to buy the Switch 2. They're greedy. They're fucking the consumers. They're overpricing. Everyone bought the Switch 2 anyways. Everyone bought Donkey Kong Bonanza and Metroid, whatever the fuck, Metroid Prime 4 or whatever it's called. They all bought it anyways. It's crazy. I don't know if you know the guy, Some Ordinary Gamers, Mudahar. This guy was all against the Switch 2, and he's like, we need to boycott this because they're trying to fuck over the consumers, and we need to not give into it. He was in line launch day. Not even launch day. At midnight, he was in line to buy one. It's like, come on. And the only reason he got shit, people will go, well, what's wrong with him spending his money on what he wants? Nothing. But you can't sit there for months and boycott this shit, and then the day it comes out, oh yeah, I bought it, I gave in. And this thing was like, I needed to see how it was, if it really was a scam. There's like 1,000 creators who were going to do that. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't get it. The Switch 2 is a scam. That guy's apparently a fat liar. Like, he claims he's like an engineer. There's a whole expose on him. He just lies to lie. And he'd be like, oh, I'm a day trader. You know, I be putting money into stocks. And I'm like this good. I know what to do with day trading. And he's just a fraud. He's just a fucking fraud, man. I always thought he was a poor man's Critical. I always swore he was. That's just crazy. But he's not wrong. I mean, that shit is against the consumer. But he can't say it because he bought it. I heard that the Metroid game that came out, I heard it was awful. And when I saw gameplay of it, it really does look like a PS2 game. It looks like Halo 2. It's sick. At least the Donkey Kong game's good, but for $90? Like, that's crazy. Imagine in a couple years when the next generation comes out. It's going to be $120 retail. Not to mention, I don't think Nintendo does this, but for Xbox and PlayStation, it's not good enough. The base game's not good enough. Then you have the Deluxe Edition. Then you have the Super Deluxe Edition. And that shit goes up to like $180. I just when it was like, if I pre-ordered a game, I could spend $150 and get like the limited edition. But they used to give you stuff. GTA is going to be $100. But you know what? I don't mind GTA 6 being $100 because it somewhat justifies that price tag. If it really is as big as they're saying, because from what I've heard, they put $1 billion into the game. If that's true, if they put $1 billion into it, and it's as crazy as they're saying, I don't think $100 is far-fetched. If the base game is great, if it is just the best game ever, if it really is, I don't mind $100 for it. But that's an exception. I don't think every game should be $100. That should be a strict exception because this is a fucking game 10 years, not even longer, like 15 years in the making. So I think it's an exception. Even $60 back in like 360 days was seen as like kind of an upcharge. Because of all the 7th gen had shovelware, not shovelware like PS2, because PS2 just had like laughable shovelware. Where 360, it would have games $60 price tags, and they were garbage. They were made for a bargain bin. I have a bunch of them. I didn't buy them full price. I got them. Good thing about getting into gaming post Prime 360 is all those games were in bargain bins for like $1. I grew up at the sweet point where when I got my consoles, a lot of the junk was already seen as junk, and the great games were already seen great, but still cheaper. Do you think other companies like EA will follow suit with GTA 6 being $100, and will they make FIFA $100? Hell no. But you know what's crazy? Here's the crazy part. They could make FIFA, Madden, 2K, they could make it $100. People will still buy it. That's the problem. They make $2 billion annually. And that's just Madden. I'm going off of Madden's numbers. And in terms of the sports, that's like the least popular worldwide. So imagine how much FIFA makes off of their Ultimate Team. $2 billion annually. And they can't fix any other parts of the game. That's sick. See, and they ruin sports games. I don't boycott it as much as some people do. Some people like Ryan Moody or Angry Joe, they'll sit there and raise their fist at the sky and complain about it. He's made videos bashing Madden every year. They never change anything because they don't give a shit what Angry Joe says. Who cares? If the consumer still buys it, they got no reason to change. And if I worked for EA, I wouldn't change either. If we're making $2 billion annually putting this junk out, shit. What? Just slap it on the next year. Madden 27. Boom. Release it. Let's make $2 billion more, y'all. I would too. And I hate to defend EA a little bit, and I would never defend EA, but here's the problem. Let's say for Madden 27, they go out and they make the greatest football game of all time. I mean, it has everything everyone's ever asked for. These guys would still hate on it. They'd be like, yeah, they didn't make franchise mode great, but they forgot to put a cutscene of my guy putting his socks on in the locker room. I don't like it. It's like, what? We don't need a cutscene for everything. But man, it is bad. Franchise, the last time I played, was laughably bad. I mean, it's different if like, oh, they didn't have content here. The UI doesn't work. Like, the Madden UI was so slow. It was so slow. You would click on one thing, and it takes like a minute to fucking register it. It's sad. I mean, it's awful. But these people, like I said, they're gonna buy the shit regardless. It's like with the Mudahar, imagine a million Mudahars, and they're all addicted to pack openings. It's like with gacha games, like the mobile games, mobile apps, Dokkan, and like Genshin Impact. Sad. And I don't even get me started on mobile apps like that, because my god, there's a million of them. They ruin mobile gaming as well. I remember when it was like Angry Birds and Plants vs. Zombies, and it was like these simple but fun mobile games. Then the companies realized one day, what if we made them what if we charged them $10 to $100 for coins? And those coins can buy you characters. And whoever came up with that idea, he fucking ruined everything. Because every mobile game has that shit now. And it got me. When I played Dokkan, I got to a point in the game where I grinded everything. I couldn't earn stones legit anymore. So if a new event came out, let's say it's like Cooler and Goku come out, and it's like this big festival, and all your friends are summoning and you have no stones, you're sitting there like fiending, like, man, you know, them deals in the store look good. And you're like, you know, you get the FOMO. Everyone's summoning and you're not summoning, and you buy it. It's like, damn. Mudahar is better when you just read creepypastas. I didn't watch them back then. For creepypastas, honestly, I never liked creepypasta readings, because they were so fake. I like Mr. Nightmare. If you know who that is, Mr. Nightmare. Bro, Mr. Nightmare was goated. Mr. Nightmare in his prime was so goated. What I liked about him is he didn't try to make that shit like cliche cringe. Like, he would read it, yeah, he'd put the scary music, but he'd always read it with like this like regular voice. It wasn't like Corpse Husband where he's like, I can't even recreate that man's voice, or Chills. Although I think Chills is more ironic about it. Number 20. Number 15. It's like, damn. And not to mention, some of them creepypasta readings were like 2 hours long. I am not listening to no 2 hour long fake creepypasta. And yeah, we're most of Mr. Nightmare stories probably fake, sure. But they're presented as real, and they're written to try to be real. If that makes sense. Where some of the creepypastas, they'll be saying some shit and you're thinking about it and you're like, that's not even possible. Ain't no way someone did that. Too bad Corpse Husband retired. Dude had like this resurgence where he played Among Us in COVID. Then someone leaked his face and we never saw him again. Dude, Chills' videos are so ass. They're like top 10, top 20s. Dude's stuck in like 2012 with the top 10 videos. And they're all trash. I remember I'd watch a couple, and I'm just like, this ain't it. This ain't even, like, good. He just blew up because of that Burger King foot lettuce bullshit. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit, when it came out, it was funny. I don't care what anyone says. That shit was funny. I remember I was in school, and, you know when they have you on, like, a PowerPoint, and it's like a group PowerPoint? Some motherfucker downloaded the image and put it on like the front screen, bro. We were dying. It's the picture of the dude's feet in the lettuce. That shit was funny. I don't care. Like that shit was funny. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. It's like that's the only reason anyone knows what he is or who he is. And I think he was in Smiling Friends, I'm pretty sure. Dude should just go to like the next YouTube boxing event. Just whoop ass. It should be the commentator. YouTube. All the like Titans are either retired or lolcows now. You know what I say it. I never liked Booty Pie. I never liked Booty Pie, man. I never liked YouTubers who like did too much. Like they always have to have a fake reaction to shit. Some of them I could tolerate, but with him it was, he was never committed to the game. You know who was Uber Haxer Nova? That's the GOAT. Uber Haxer Nova was the GOAT of Let's Plays. And the Creatures, the Creature Hub. Good times. I saw like Zach Scott games. He was cool. I don't watch him no more. I think around like 2014, he realized, damn, this Nintendo money, I get way more views just doing Nintendo exclusive games, and just flew away. Oh, ain't no way this dude just name dropped Boogie. Oh man. See, I'll be honest. I never knew Boogie pre-lolcow I would see the Francis meme back in the day, like during the dank meme era. I would see that he's like, "Where's my Mountain Dew?" That shit. I never realized that he was the Mr. Rogers of YouTube, but he's a piece of shit. Kid behind the camera is a leech. He's a little more respectable, barely. But Boogie, oh man, that guy sucks. He's not even A-logable. I watched this podcast called Kino Casino. They A-log lolcows and like shitty people. He's not even interesting enough to be on there. They only did during the fake cancer arc where he lied about having cancer. And then Destiny came on that pot. Was it Lolcow Live? That shit sucks. It cooked them. Have you seen the documentary? Have you seen Boogie's documentary? That shit is absurd. It is absurd. I've never seen anything like it. Why would you allow that to be posted? But here's the thing about lolcows like that is if you watch them before they turn fully lolcow, you kind of have an attachment to it. Like you're involved in the story somehow. Like that's your lolcow. I'm like that with Dark Side Phil. I used to unironically watch Phil when I was younger. No, lolcow still sucked with Wings of Redemption. I'll get that in a second. But with Phil, I liked Phil's gameplay because it was raw. You know, he didn't have to have a filter on. Yeah, it was toilet humor. Yeah, he was terrible at the games. But it was interesting to watch. And I'm talking like 2011, 2012, 2010 Phil. 2009 Phil, that area. When he was actually a respectable creator somewhat. Here's what Phil had. If a game came out at midnight, he had all the videos of the game uploaded and done by the next morning. Like he was the quickest place to go back then to watch the full gameplay of the game. And I used to like watching him, but then slowly over the years he turned into a piece of shit and just a full lolcow. He just begs. He's an e-beggar. And he's just awful. Similar to Wings, where he calls Wings now. He like wants to be Wings' friend. But here's the thing, Wings is like his bitch. The way he talks to Wings, and they were on like a phone call, and he's like, yeah, Wings, you couldn't work a regular job. You couldn't do what I do. And he's like talking down the Wings and shit. Oh, it's so cringe. And he's like, he thinks he's Wings' father. He's like, Wings, here's what I want you to do. I want you to stop eating unhealthy. And you know what? You're going to stop drinking soda on stream. It's like, Phil, do you think you're the first person to tell Wings that? That's his whole fucking brand. I mean, when it comes to Wings, if Painkiller couldn't stop him, that podcast, those guys, FPS Russia and Woody, if they couldn't get Wings healthy, nobody can. No, literally nobody can. Wings is destined to die a fat, obese man. He's destined for it. Some guys are like that. The only use me blades, the boogies, the Wings, they are destined to be lolcows, lifelong lolcows. And, you know, I'll get into that. Lolcow Live, it was shit when Wings was there. Here's the problem with Lolcow Live. Here's why people did not like Lolcow Live. It's fake. It's all fake. What makes lolcows interesting is it's real. It's real anger. It's real begging. It's real, like, just trash. It's real human trash. And to watch that, it's like a train wreck you can't look away from. That's what makes the lolcow so captivating. And when Keemstar takes these lolcows, and we're going to turn it into wrestling. It's like the wrestling version of lolcows. Like, oh, I fired Boogie. Boogie's fired from the show. Is he really fired from the show? We all know he's going to show up next stream. Boogie's going to die in like 15 years. You saw the documentary. You saw that long list of shit he was reading off. It's like, what illness does he not have? But that's all that podcast had was him faking cancer. That was the only substance it had, because it was real, somewhat. It's like when Stone Cold Steve Austin went to jail. We all know Stone Cold's not really in jail. He's going to come back at the end of the show. That's how it feels with Boogie and Lolcow. Like, he's not fired. He's going to come back and get his paycheck. And Keemstar's a piece of shit for employing him, but we all knew Keemstar was a piece of shit. I actually don't consider Keemstar a Lolcow, because he's actually well off for himself. He's a piece of shit, but he's not a Lolcow. He's like the Lolcow pimp. Like, they're his bitches. Basically, he pimps them off to the internet now. And he wanted Phil so bad. This dude offered Darkseid Phil $50,000. And that wasn't enough. Which is crazy to me. 50 grand to go on your shitty podcast? Sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me the fuck up for 50 grand. It's the worst show ever. Like I said, they faked everything. Nothing was real. And nowadays, you look at the podcast, it's just these random goobers who you've never heard of. These random Discord lolcows that nobody cares about. Keemstar's never even fucking there. It's an awful show. And Boogie cannot carry a show by himself. At all. At all. That guy is the least entertaining person I've ever seen. Wings quit. Which I'm surprised it took him that long to quit. I would have been out of there. They made him pour Pepsi and like beans on his head or chili on his face. But, you know, part of me does feel bad for Wings of Redemption. He's already bored of it. Keemstar's never there. He's been bored of that shit. Even if you go back and look at the streams where Destiny's shitting on Boogie, or Mr. Medicare is shitting on Boogie or Mudahar, you can see in Keem's face, he's so bored. He's so bored. Here's my thing with Keem. Keemstar sucks as like a show host. As like this like fake Vince McMahon type show host where he's trying to, you know, make everything a script. He sucks at that. Keemstar is great at ranting. Keemstar is great when it's just raw anger coming from him and he's just shitting on someone. That's when Keemstar is entertaining. When it's real. And that guy, when he was back in the day, when he was a true asshole, he was an entertaining asshole. Like, this guy was out for blood. But he's so bad at being Vince. He really wants to be like a Vince McMahon type, and he's not good at it. He's terrible at it. I'm also sure he doesn't own Drama Alert anymore. I think he sold Drama Alert. Honestly, I never liked Drama Alert. I always watch Scarce. If you know who the fuck that is. Scarce. I would always watch him. Which, looking back, the 2016 YouTube T was so good. You know the drama was hitting when you needed YouTube news shows, actual like news, to say what's going on in the drama community. That's how you know it was good. Nowadays it's just like Nick Fuentes and Clavicular. Nobody cares about those guys. Oh God. Don't get me started on FouseyTube. Have you ever seen the Keem documentary on Fousey? Where he went to his event? Do you remember that? Unironically, it's a top 5 YouTube documentary. And I mean that. I seriously mean that. It is one of the best YouTube documentaries I've seen. The mind of FouseyTube. I'm honestly surprised FouseyTube is still alive. And I don't mean health-wise, but I swore that guy was going to kill himself. And I don't even mean that in a bad way, but just how erratic he is and how he has manic episodes. I'm surprised. Because if you watch that in the part where he's on the car and like screaming and shit, like that's scary. That's some scary stuff. I feel bad for Fousey. You know what the worst part is? He actually put on a good event. I always felt bad. For someone who just manifested this event in like a week, he actually put together a somewhat decent event. Like, yeah, Drake and shit wasn't there, but there was rappers, there was music happening. It was a show. It was better than TanaCon, where TanaCon wasn't even a real show. Think about that. A manic episode Fousey put on a better event in like 2 weeks than TanaCon had in like 6 months. That's crazy. Whoever called the bomb on that shit, what an asshole. What a true asshole. I like how when it gets canceled, he's like calling Fousey, Keem's calling Fousey in the crowd. And Fousey's just like, it's canceled? What do you mean it's canceled? I'm on my way. It's like, where are you? Where are you? He's talking like he's Batman. He's gonna pull up in like the fucking Batmobile. It's like, where was this man the whole time? Dude, that he could get Drake to show up by just going on Twitter and be like, Drake, LeBron, Kobe, show up for the event, for the culture. It's like, who do you think you are? Who the hell does Fousey think he is to call their names like that and think they're going to show up? They're going to get on a flight and be there tomorrow. Who the fuck do you think you are? That costs money. Like, he was smart to lie about Drake. Because that's why half the people even went. People are expecting to see Drake and all this shit. But in terms of events, I really didn't think it was that bad. Too bad it got canceled. Then he went out in the car and started doing some dumb shit. He's like, you want me to rap my song? You want me to rap? And I'll give it to him. He did rap that whole song, word for word. I'll give it to him. H3. I disagree. iDubbbz is way worse. iDubbbz is way more looked down upon. Oh man. Don't even get me started on fucking iDubbbz. And I'll always preface it by saying this. I think iDubbbz was always garbage. I think he was always garbage. I never found his humor funny back then, but my God, like now, oh man, And his wife is even worse, Anissa. Oh my god. Oh. He's in my top 3 most hated on the platform. He is awful. Awful. If you never watched Kino Casino, go watch their clips on YouTube of iDubbbz. It is awful. That guy and his wife suck. H3, I mean, I don't watch the guy anymore, but from what I've seen, he just does his own thing. Like, he just goes on his podcast, talks about shit, and that's it. The only reason people hate him is because his wife is from Israel. Which, that's a nonsense reason to hate somebody. Unless they're actively supporting Israel, which they're not, then he should be hated on because he married someone from Israel. Like, come on. Let's be real. That's retarded. That's the Hassan way of thinking, and I hate Hassan. At least I hate his audience. Dude, you know who else sucks is the quartering. The quartering's up there with iDubbbz for being shit. But I can't put H3 on their levels. He's not a low count. Here's the thing. iDubbbz alienated everybody. He burnt every bridge, isolated himself from all of his friends. Now him and his wife, Anissa, are living at her parents' house in Canada because they lost their house. He lost all of his friends. He lost all of his money. All because he wanted to be like this super PC guy. But here's the problem. He's one of those where no matter how politically correct he is, even the people on the left don't even like him. And all that could be excused if he actually had good content, but he doesn't. His content is terrible. He's awful. No, the Prime H3, when he was talking shit about prank YouTubers, oh my. That was such good content. Fucking prank invasions with the mommy makeout day. On prank invasions, today is mommy makeout day, pregnancy information day, and it's like, or the one where it's the dude, what the fuck was it called? It's like the guy who's predator hunting. Or no. He's like, he's playing the predator, and they're like luring the kids in to like prove a point. And like that dad, he's like, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? That shit. Oh man, it was so good. You just make fun of YouTubers. That's why I like guys like Critical and H3. Is because they would shit on people ruining the platform with bad content. Now H3 is just retired from that, and Critical doesn't have a backbone to say anything about anybody. And yeah, Joey Salads. That's how we always say it, Joey Salads. Guy's a creep. But I also kind of respect Joey Salads. I saw an interview with him where he basically said what happened with the YouTube pranks is they kept having to one-up each other until it got to a point where it went too far. And it got people kicked off the platform, and it ended. And you know what I realized? Joey Salads aside, all the guys who did those fake pranks were all weirdos. Like Vitaly, Fousey, the Bradbury brothers, Prank Invasion. They're all weirdos. Vitaly's in like a Russian prison now. He got arrested in the Philippines. Then they sent him from a Filipino prison to a Russian prison. Fuzi's just IRL streaming like a maniac. Who knows what happened to the fucking Crank Invasion or Ethan Bradbury? One of them streams with Ice Poseidon. I can't recall his name right now. The dude who streams with Ice Poseidon, he's the dude who did like the kidnapping my friend prank. That shit went viral. Where it's like the dude's tied in the chair and like crying. What was that guy's name? I'm also glad IRL streaming. It didn't die, but it died in terms of Ice Poseidon type live streaming. Where it's trying to just be a menace to the public. Yeah, guys like Johnny Somali do it, but they really don't get many viewers. They just get clip viewers. The actual live stream doesn't get shit. How was that supposed to be on that? Are you kidding me? What?
Grenade out!
Why did it hit me? Like, come on. Let's see over there. Is that what it is? I am not high enough level for this mission. At all. See, I don't do shit for damage. Need to elevate.
Yeah, I know you think I'm a monster. You think I enslaved you.
How did you, are you kidding me?
She did to her mother. I had to restrain Angel's
I'm gonna have to go back and do side missions, dude. This is just too much. I'm too weak.
Lilith has quite the little mouth on her, doesn't she? And as it turns out, when that iridium is pumping through her body, I can stab her over and over and over, and it just heals right back up. I'm told it's Agonum.
Thanks for accepting my job. Hyperion robbed my Uncle Teddy and sent him to die on this armpit of a planet. I need you to search his cabin in the Arid Nexus for something I can use to avenge his death. You'll need to access my uncle's secret lab. Find some evidence that Hyperion stole his weapon designs. God is my witness. The Baja clan is getting what's up.
Stay
That not the secret basement? I mean, I like Borderlands, but if you're not level up for a mission, it's like a kidney stone. It hurts. It's painful. Is there a button around here or something? I'm good.
Teddy, like a lot of people on Pandora, evidently, kept all his Echo correspondence. Find something that proves Hyperion stole his designs, so I can sue him into oblivion.
Well, first day on Pandora. Wife's not too happy about the move, but I'm sure things will be all right. This here's the beginning of our new life.
Honestly, no. I'm glad it happened, but we're past it.
Well, my wife's dead.
The problem is a lot of people will go, oh, I miss old YouTube and this, and don't get me wrong, some parts of old YouTube I miss. Honestly, I miss pre-2016. My favorite era of YouTube was 2012 to 2014. I think that was the best era. It was when Let's Plays were the best, and it was just people doing their own thing, right? 2016 T was entertaining at the time. It's better than the drama they got now. But, Grab some meat real quick. No, you can throw 2013 and 2014 in. I specifically remember around 2015, which was a good year, but a lot of the YouTubers I watched in 2015, it was like such a drop off. That was the beginning of the end for Let's Plays. And like just, oh hey, I'm here just playing a game. Only a couple survived past that. Like I remember for Achievement Hunter, when Ray left in 2015, it was just never the same. Same with Uber Hacker Nova, the Creatures, they left the Creatures ended in 2015, or it was like 2015, 2016 area. But they did start Cow Chop, and Cow Chop was good for a little bit. But yeah, 2015 was like a lot of YouTubers fell off. That was when the platform started changing. But what I liked is back then, it was finding the meta. Now everyone chases the meta. They're chasing the views. They're chasing what gets money, basically. And now you gotta say, like, unalived and PDF file. And you have to make all these unnecessary abbreviations when talking. It's sick. Plus you got slop content. podcasts, video essays, and there's a million of those. Not everything needs a video essay. There's a couple good ones. Like, I'm not saying video essays in general are bad, but there's so many. There's so many for no reason. And they're always negative, too. Hate video essays self. Well, I mean, if it's a properly edited video, that needs it. If it's a well-made piece of content, I don't mind that. However, I do like my unedited stuff too. Just raw gameplay. I do think that has value. I like both. There was a guy who made great videos. I can't remember his name. He made like the Uncharted and Last of Us. Great and terrible games. That video. And like the God of War 2018 retrospective. Those are great videos. Well edited, well informative. I like those videos. Shit like that I don't mind. I just hate when it's 3 to 4 hours of a guy with a hate boner for a game I like. Whichever. If the game I like isn't good, or at least has bad qualities, I'm perfectly fine with admitting that. I love Fallout 3, but I acknowledge it's a terrible RPG. I'm fine with that. I'm actually going to play all the God of War soon. Platinum them. I've only ever seen the memes of that guy. If that's what you're talking about, where it's the kid with the backpack, and he's like streaming. I've only ever seen the memes of him. Like a diet Christian. You know who that is, Christian? That's sick. Yeah. Yeah. He did some deplorable shit. Probably, what he did was so bad, for me, it transcended him from lolcow to just straight up, like, evil. Evil. Lolcows are someone you can laugh at. You get joy in laughing at them. Christian, it's just sad. Just sad, man. How does that happen to someone? He's the type where he would have benefited if he just would have never gotten a computer. If he would have never gotten a computer, his life would be so much better right now. Maybe it wouldn't be better, but it would be better than what he has now. Sick stuff, though. Is that when he was like, "It's ma'am, call me ma'am," and he like pepper sprays the dude? That's just crazy. And you know, he's the most documented person on the internet. Like what he did to his mom, that's some horror movie shit. Was it just like that? I'm not sure what happened in that GameStop, but it led to that. He recently just got kicked out of like a Comic-Con, like, or it was like a furry convention, like last week. Which that man is not trans. He only did that shit because he thought it would like change his reputation. He's cosplaying as a trans person. the Sonic community. They don't claim him. But Sonic was in the mud. Every game from like the late 2000s, early 2010s was miss. I think the thing is they wanted Sonic to be like edgy. But it doesn't work with Sonic. At least his movie was good. All three of them. Well, the thing is, Shadow was made to be an edgy character. It doesn't work for Sonic.
Mary got ate by a big-ass skag named Scar. Once I buried her with the lady figure, that cute little gun I made for her, I'll see if I can't get me something. Scar blinded me and ate my leg. I may be a blind, crippled widower, but that don't mean all's lost. Met some folks looking for the vault. I did the see you later joke a couple times, but they just didn't get it. Oh, and I did find that old message I got from Hyperion a few years back. Hid it in the corner for safekeeping. All right, Spit. Bandits. Well, I'm sure this'll turn out all right. Mr. Baha, we at Hyperion adore your wave rifle design.
I like this 3DS XL
that we
and
have
mod it so I
decided
get all
to
the Pokemon games.
appropriate it for ourselves.
I do not like the
Our
modded
assassins are
3D
running through your home
Pokemon
on
games.
Isolus. Between us, Mr. Baha, I would suggest leaving the solar system before they arrive.
For me,
Great. That was just what I was hoping to
Everything
hear.
after X and Y
Find the
sucked.
blueprints for the weapon design they ripped off. I'll give you the first gun my uncle ever gave me.
Where is he down there?
Hello, mercenary. Should you return those sensitive documents to the Hyperion Corporation, we can offer more than what Mr. Baja's niece can pay. A fine Hyperion armament, for example. Don't listen to those corporate thieves. We both know my uncle deserves justice. And I'll throw in the first gun Uncle Teddy ever made for me.
That looks like Hyperion. Oh, wait, does it tell me on the map which one's which? Okay, we'll get there. People recommend the show. It's called what is it? Ashita No Go, something like that.
Thank you.
Boxing.
Hyperion's gonna have to spend billions in legal fees once this hits the courts. I'm sorry I can't offer you more.
Never hurts to know more about the man you're killing while you're in the Nexus. Grab whatever files you can on Jack.
That Hajime no Ippo. But the Blu-ray version costs way too much.
I don't understand, Daddy.
Say hello to your new home, darling. You're like a little princess. And this is your throne.
Not Mommy. Where's Mommy?
She's not
You
coming
watch
back.
any anime,
Don't take a freaking chair.
I don't want to.
It's all good. There we go. In the chair. Okay, any candidates today, Angel?
There are 4 treasure hunters who arrived on a shuttle several hours ago. They are currently on a bus to Firestone.
Great. Say this to them. Don't be alarmed. I need you to stay calm and don't let on that anyone is talking to you. Start making your way off the bus.
The bus is still moving, sir.
Shut up. Tell them. John, why have you dispatched one of our satellites to Pandora? What are you doing? Sir, the energy readings my instruments at home are getting from Pandora are... Get out of there at once, you hideous little code monkey, and shut off that satellite. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, Mr. Tassiter. It won't happen again, sir.
you supposed to get up there? Of course, I always watch the road to WrestleMania. I was disappointed with the Royal Rumble. It disappointed me. I thought the women's Royal Rumble carried, along with AJ versus Gunther, but I thought the men's Rumble was really a letdown.
Corporation says you're welcome.
Hey y'all, welcome to New and Improved Get Your Ride. Now with 42
Roman did not need that win.
annually. That is down from last year.
Roman's headlined what, like 8 WrestleManias at this point? He doesn't need another. Not to mention the triple threat last year in the night one. CM Punk versus Seth versus Roman. That should have been for a title. That not being for a title to this day to me is criminal. Now you're gonna redo it, but without Seth. It's so messy.
Isn't this working, Angel?
I
It
don't...
was
Pumped
underwhelming.
every freaking ounce of iridium I've got into you, but
Triple H doesn't know how to book.
isn't working. Why?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
You're a siren.
He had a flash in the pan with Cody in WrestleMania 40 and that
I
whole
want that
Bloodline
freaking warrior,
storyline.
Angel. I want him awake, okay?
But that was
I
it.
want him under
Ever
control
since then,
now. I want him now. Not later now.
it's been mid. Bro, and then with the Jey Uso, and even John Cena's run was pretty underwhelming. All of it. Just, last year's main event at Mania sucked.
Body of a skag,
Sucked.
wings of a wreck, and the insanity of both.
All down
Really
that hill.
impressed.
It sucked.
Sir, we've lost at least a dozen staff to the Angel's malfunctions. We need to shut her down. Your wife suggested this before her disappearance.
You should pull out your best spots, your best storytelling. And WrestleMania 41 was mediocre.
My wife choked. Mr. Morin. No, Jimmy, choking is something you do when you eat too fast.
And then
As I'm
we're gonna do it in Vegas again?
windpipe with
Why?
Jane, what I'm doing is actually referred to
Just
as
send it to the UK or something.
Please.
Their crowd always gives good reactions.
Anything else on today's agenda, Jimmy? It's Jeffrey, sir. And no. Thanks, Jimmy. Well then.
I've been saying it for so long now. My perfect outcome, which I guess they couldn't do it this year because Kevin Owens is hurt. But we're gonna have Kevin Owens win the belt. We're gonna have Sami Zayn win the Rumble, right? We don't know how to do that there. And we're gonna have Kevin Owens retain at Mania, and then in the main event, we're gonna have Sami Zayn win the title, and it'll be like Benoit and Eddie Guerrero. You know, the confetti's coming down, the curtains closing, and they close WrestleMania, both as champions, friends who stuck through it, and boom, at the top of the mountain. That would be my pitch for a Mania. It would be perfect. But instead, we're gonna get CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. No, like, I'd ask rather Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. Roman's just been there too many goddamn times. He was the least deserving of a Rumble win. Least deserving. Hell, at that point, just do Gunther. How do you commit to Gunther? You can't have him retire Cena, then retire AJ, but then he loses the Rumble, and he lost to Jay? What is this, like, hot and cold ass booking? Triple H is so inconsistent. Which Jay Uso's run sucked. It was awful. I also thought Brock Lesnar's elimination was way too fast. Of course I booked it better. Anybody could book better than Triple H. I think that would be a great ending to a Mania. Would be them too. Because they've been teasing this Sami Zayn title run for like 3-4 years now. They keep like, oh, are we going to give Sami Zayn the belt? Oh, no. It's like, commit to it. I would much rather Sami Zayn win the Rumble than Jey Uso. I do like him as the career killer. I like it. I think it's a good way to bring him back from whatever the fuck they did with having him tap out to Jay. What, like, come on. That was stupid. Gunther gets a lot of haters, but I think he's great, the ring general. He's the kind of guy who could have made it back in the Attitude Era. And I like how people keep going, oh, Triple H sucks, we miss Vince. Come on. Vince was washed by the time he stepped down. Vince was washed. Now, Prime Vince could book. It is fun, but you're going to run out of careers to end. Like, you got lucky, because Cena was retiring regardless, and AJ Styles, I'm pretty sure he's going back to TNA. So, you can only do it limitedly. What are they going to do it next with? Randy? You're going to retire Randy? That wouldn't be bad. Because he was the Legend Killer at one point. Now you're facing the new Legend Killer. Ooh, that wouldn't be bad. These are ideas that Triple H needs to get in his circle. He needs to fucking fire Bruce Pritchard. And do his thing. And what the fuck is up with the booking for Alexa Bliss? I swear, the needle for her has not moved in 3 years. R-Truth wouldn't give him much credit, and Rey Mysterio, I don't think it would be necessary. Plus, I don't know if they'd work the best in the ring. Rey Mysterio's washed. As much as that hurts me to say, Rey's washed. The dude's had so many injuries during his career. I want Dominic to win a title, like a big title, WWE or World Heavyweight. I want Dominic to win something big. He deserves it. He's another one. The problem with a lot of guys is they don't let them cook. Go back to bullet point promos. All the promos nowadays feel so fake and like generic because they don't let the superstars cook. Bret Hart made a point of this. Back in their day, it was the promos were real. They were from the heart. It showed how good you really were at working a promo. Because, yeah, you'd have a bullet point on what to talk about, but you made it yours. Now it's just you have to go out there and read slop they give you on paper. I hate that. I hate that. It makes watching the week-to-week product garbage. Let superstars cook. And I'm not even the biggest Bret Hart guy, but I completely agree with him on that point. JCW? This is new. Vince Russo kind of sucks, though. You never hear anything good about Vince Russo. He ruined WCW. Him and Hogan. I think the only two things to get into is WWE and Japan wrestling. Everything else is just everything else. I mean, I lap NXT in with the WWE. I count those two as like almost the same. And AEW, AEW will watch, but AEW, it's just not it. I think it has some good things to it, but their mid card is yikes. The other thing good is they got Edge and Christian. That's it. Or what do you call them? Adam and fucking Cope and Cage. Is that what they are? Adam. I love Edge. Chris Jericho, bro. He's fat now. That is not the Chris Jericho I watch.
Please stop.
Now, Mr. Tacitor, blackmail. Such a dirty little word, isn't it? Actually, no, I come to think of it, it's not a dirty word at all. It's kind of awesome. Blackmail. Say it with me. Back. Oh, go to hell, John. Just because you got lucky with your Pandora hunch doesn't mean because I was right is what you mean. And call me John.
I respect the hell out of Chris Jericho.
You may have been able to scare the other directors into giving up their shares, but I know you. I know that beneath that ridiculous mask, you're still a hideous, pathetic little nobody. Mr. Tacitor, maybe you can settle up something for me. Do you know the difference between choking and strangulation?
He was the type where he would tell if Vince was gonna book some garbage shit, he'd tell him straight up, we're either gonna do it right or we're not gonna do it at all. And I respect that. And I think Vince did too. Guys who would straight up tell him, like, this is bad and I'm not gonna be a part of this if it's awful if you look at that. I think Vince would test guys.
That's right.
Guys like Chris Jericho and Booker T, they would straight up tell Vince, hey, this ain't good. Shawn Michaels too. I'll tell you what, I respect the hell out of Undertaker, but he's a bootlicker, bro. He is a big time bootlicker. If Vince tells him to jump, he's asking how high. Which is sad. I still respect him though. Because it was just self-expressed. Like, they knew, Vince knew those guys were driving the Monday Night Wars.
The corporation would like to remind you that the
But then again, if I'm Stone Cold or The Undertaker, like, I would have a little more respect for Vince in the way that, like, he made them. At least he made Undertaker with the gimmick. Like, before Undertaker, Mark Calloway was, like, he was cooked. He wasn't gonna do shit. The Undertaker left them off. Same with Stone Cold, although he made his own gimmick, really, with the John Austin 316 shit at the King of the Ring. Like, he made his own character. Same with The Rock. Because when he was the ringmaster or whatever, the fuck he was pre-Austin, it was ass. Stone Cold The Rock carried. And you know what? Triple H gets too much disrespect. They always say he married his way up. This man was a workhorse. Nobody showed up more than Triple H. Yeah, he might not have always had the best storylines and the Reign of Terror or whatever, but this guy was a workhorse. He was there night in, night out. Triple H deserves respect for that.
You stop.
I did it again! Come on, why is there a hole there? And you know, I always hate when people say Vince killed Owen. I don't think Vince killed Owen. I really don't. Vince is crazy, but he's not that crazy. Oh, but it was to get views for the Monday Night Wars. That's bad publicity. He needed good publicity to win the war. That almost lost him the war doing that shit. No way he did that on purpose. I personally don't believe that. I think that's all conspiracy nonsense. They were. He's a good actor.
I didn't want Jack did before. I sure as hell do now.
He really only gets that type of hate because he would get overbooked at times. He would win matches he had no business winning. A lot. He would bury guys. And that's the crazy part is, I think some of Triple H's best matches came when he wasn't going for the championship. When he was like that third to last match, and he was in a grudge match, that was when Triple H was at his best. It was when they would shove him in your face for the main event that he was just too much.
What a nice day. Just walking out in the sun, talking into my echo recorder, hoping skags don't ambush me and break my gun into 4 separate
Throwing
parts.
grenade!
Oh, God! That is exactly what is happening! Skags eat a gun? No way to tell which one of the ugly things has it. Just start hunting skags and hope for the best.
Like his match versus Undertaker in WrestleMania 17, fucking love that match.
That wasn't so difficult.
Your yard is in the middle of my world. I have beaten everybody that there is to beat. Shit is loaded. Well, here's the thing with that. There's truth to the fact that he hired a shitty rigging company. It was absolute malpractice when it came to the company that did it. They didn't do their due diligence. It was weak rappel to carry him in that size. Something was bound to go bad. But to say that Vince planned for this man to die, no way. No way. I don't see what that would benefit. And Vince is a businessman above all. He would not do anything to cripple his own company. Especially like that. And you know what? And this might be a bit of a hot take. I don't think Vince was in the wrong for continuing the show. I think continuing the show was the right move. I really do. I really do. It's just sad. He died for such a shitty gimmick, too. The blue fucking whatever the fuck. The superhero gimmick. Like, dude died for a comedic gimmick. That's just such a waste. And Owen was such a talented wrestler. Yeah, it's also sad Mr. Perfect died as well. Because he had came back in, I think it was 2002. And he was going to have a run. Then he died of like a heart attack. Which was sad. He was over at the Rumble. When he returned at the Rumble. Well, most people in the crowd didn't know what happened. It's why there's no TV footage of the actual event of him falling, is because they cut to a promo. There was a promo package being played when he fell. So all the lights were down and dark. They were all dark so they could show the promo, and that's when he fell. And I think he hit like the ring apron. Or he hit the turnbuckle. He landed on the turnbuckle. So most people, when the lights cut back on, they just saw him laying in the ring. Just an awful, awful, awful situation. It's crazy because Owen was one of the most talented guys they had. And he died for a gimmick that really wasn't even over. But above all else, like dying in general, that's awful. Like, Jesus.
And now you will fall.
That's how most comedic gimmicks are given to people. It's a punishment. It's like with Brodus Clay. He didn't want to do an angle, and they gave him the Funkasaurus shit. Like, that's all those comedic gimmicks are. Is Vince basically saying, fuck you, you don't want to do it my way? See, guys who weren't Chris Jericho or The Rock or Shawn Michaels, they could get away with that. But if you were like a mid-carder and you pulled that shit, ooh, you got cooked. You got cooked. Yeah, that's what, the Blue Blazer. I was gonna say Blue Meanie, but that was a different time. I don't know why. That was that weird motherfucker.
You should all be running.
Yeah, that is why that was given to him. I think same shit happened to Dusty Rhodes with the polka dot. Goldust as well, although Goldust owned it. See, with Vince and his writers and his writing team, it was always hit or miss. He would have some garbage storylines, but there was also good ones. Like that's the thing with WWE is it's always hit and miss. It's never perfect. Like the damn DDP with the Stalker storyline. He's stalking Undertaker's wife, and completely just buried DDP. The infamous Kane, Katie Vick storyline. Shit like that. And I don't get it because the fans don't like it. It's obvious the fans don't like it. So why
Attack.
and they would always try to do romance storylines. I'm like fans have never liked romance storylines for wrestling. They've never liked it. No, the most cursed is the Von Erichs. I don't think Bret Hart's cursed, but I understand why he's bitter. Shit, we all would be.
Explosives out! My training's paying off.
assemble them for you.
My only problem, like, issue with Bret Hart is how he constantly like talks shit about it. Look, if you want to talk shit about Goldberg or Vince, I get that. You have legitimate
Stop
reasons
struggling.
to talk shit about them. I get why he doesn't like either of those guys. I wouldn't either if I was
No charge this time.
My issue is when he talks shit about people who really don't even deserve it. Like, it feels like he talks shit about everybody. And it's like, come on. I get you're better, but quit taking it out on everybody. Like I said, I would be bitter if I was him too, but like, to hate on everybody is just ridiculous. does, bro. I swear to God he does that shit. I swear to God he does that shit, bro. He did it with Shawn Michaels, too.
Don't run!
He'll be like, oh no, we're cool, and then he'll go on a podcast like, nah, I still hate him. Although at least with Shawn, he dislikes Shawn as a person, but he respects Shawn as a in-ring
I'd like to have a wide variety to choose from. We humans love choices.
Well, it's just like, dude, Shawn completely changed his life. Can we, like, sometimes it's better to forgive and forget. He doesn't understand that. Like I said, when it comes to Vince or Goldberg, I get it. I would hate those motherfuckers to the grave as well. With Triple H, he really doesn't even have a reason to hate Triple H. He just goes, Triple H married his way up. He was never a good in-ring worker. But it's like, yes, he was, man. Yes, he was. Was he better than you? No. Of course not. Bret Hart's Bret Hart. We all know how good he was. Quit shitting on everybody. Quit being a bitter old man. But you know damn well when Goldberg came back and had that second run, you know that did something to Bret Hart that none of us could ever experience. The guy who ruined your career gets a second run. Oh man. But he does put respect on Stone Cold. He puts respect on Austin. He puts respect on Austin. But that's another thing with Bret. And one thing he'll go, yeah, Austin was great. Me and Austin are best friends. Then in the next clip I see of him, he goes, Austin never really hit realistic punches like I did. And it's like, Bret, come on, man. I respect the hell out of Bret Hart. But you're lying to yourself to act like he's not a bitter fan. I'm about to pull the weed out and get on wrestling. Right after I finish this. I'm about to get the weed out.
So many limbs. I can't wait to try them out. Come on back.
Ryan Borderlands. What? Mr. Metal, you gotta specify what you're talking about.
Yes, these limbs are clearly the best! Humanity, here I come! Hi, I'm human. I eat food. Hi, I've come to a realization. I now see that humanity doesn't come from wearing clothes or having a face made of flesh. On Pandora, humanity means trying to kill other humans. Don't die! Thank you for helping me. Once
Once I've murdered you, I will truly be a human being. I think I am doing very well in this fight.
Oh, there's so many people who glaze him in interviews too. They're like, Brett's speaking facts. It's like, come on. Sometimes though, I do see people, or in the comments, are like, Brett. Someone's like, Brett, try not to shit talk everyone else. Challenge impossible. This is so
I
true.
tried very hard to win.
All that ammo.
If I were alive, my adrenaline would be pumping.
Oh, that shit's way too weak.
If I were alive, my adrenaline would be pumping. You're fighting back.
Shut
There
up.
we go. Ow! That hurt! Wait, humans feel pain. I feel pain. That must mean I'm human. I'm human, I'm human! Yay! This is the best day of my life!
See, not I or what? Yeah, it's a waste of time. God, the dragon is terrible.
Whoops.
Whoa, Borderlands expert Mr. Metal over here. I bet you beat that mission 50 times, haven't you, Mr. Metal? And shit talk aside though. Thank you, I've been playing the game for 7 years. Look, buddy, it's my first run on this game, so it's whatever. I would never play it solo again, though. If I ever replay this game, it has to be co-op. It just has to be co-op, bro. The solo experience is... The problem is when you're not leveled up for this shit, it's ass. It is ass going under-leveled in this shit. So give me your 7 years veteran expertise. What's the best way to grind levels? Like, what's a boss I can farm? Good for me. I mean, the game was made to be played co-op. Only being fair. It was made to be played co-op. I just said, man, I never beat Borderlands. I forced my way through it. I'm at the end, but I'm not enough level to beat the final mission. Because goddamn, I tried it. They were whooping me. I mean, I was getting cooked. I was getting cooked. And second to last mission. So why don't you give me some actual good tips or advice? Like, where is the best XP farm? Why don't you be helpful, please?
Welcome, customer.
I get it. I was being condescending to you. My bad.
Nothing like a good sale.
I have the XP relic. You talking about this? Oh shit. Or is that the one I got equipped? This, yeah, this, right? You talking about this? Okay. Now help me out here. Help me out. Fix up my lineup. Fix up my lineup for me. Like what needs to go? What is like what in your eyes here? What are you seeing that's like this needs to go. This ain't it. This ain't it, Chief. What needs to go? Coach me. Rabbits. No, yeah, I'm in normal. I'm in normal mode. I haven't beat the game yet. This is my first run on Borderlands. I've never beat Borderlands. And I'm on the 360 version.
Marcus munitions.
The Logan's gun? What does that mean? I don't speak Borderlands, buddy. Oh, that? Get rid of this shit? Let me go sell that.
A fantastic day for capitalism.
Yeah, that rocket launch is pretty ass. Ass. Okay, so I'm assuming that the actual great legendaries are in true Vault Hunter mode. Is that an accurate take?
So, don't die.
I'll come back there. Let me go to Sanctuary. Where, right now, because let's be real, I'm in endgame. Where can I get some great loot? Where can I get some great guns? Right? Is there a store? Is there like where can I get some good shit? Because the only thing I got working for me is this AR and the shotgun. That's my workhorse. That's all that's helping me. Although the shotgun is quickly becoming ass the higher level I get. So really, it's just this shit. And this shit's not even the best.
Awesome! Get out of my face! Don't you hurt me!
Where do I get the golden key? You're talking about this, right? Where do I get this? A what? A shirt account? What are you talking about? A shifted account? What do you mean by that? You mean Smurf? Are you asking if I'm on a Smurf? Oh, you need shift codes? Is that like some DLC shit? I have none of the DLCs yet. And I'm only doing the ones that require achievements. Oh, save. Alright, hold Whoa, wait. Hold on. Are you playing me? Are you playing me? I feel like this dude's playing me. I'm just playing it safe. I'm on the shift code. What does this do? What is this? Unable to communicate with Gearbox software shift. Please try again later. What does that mean? Oh shit, okay. Now it's giving me a thing to sign up. What kind of, like, is it actually going to give me good shit, or is it going to be like some mediocre ass bullshit ass weapons? Alright, let me sign up for this. Ooh, okay. And this won't affect my game at all, right? Like like this ain't gonna change nothing. Ooh, you also gonna help me with my skill tree. Alright, sign up. Yeah, I gotta go get the code. Where does it give me the code? I'm on the website for it. I confirm my email, but I don't see a code. No, not like the shift code. Not the shift code, but, wait. Oh, shit, yeah, give me the code. Give me the code. Hold up. Watch it. He makes me put in a code that deletes my account or some shit. I thought it was asking for a verification code. Whoa, wait, what? Bro, we're seeing the wrong thing here. Hold on, let me put it back on the window capture. Look. Are those all different codes, or is that one code? You see what I'm seeing, right? Okay. Those are each individual codes. That's not one long code. Oh, okay, I see. I see. I see. Yeah, okay, I just entered it. Is this... That's what gives me the gold keys, though? Did that just give me the keys? Or is that a different code? Okay, that's for the keys. These are unnecessarily long. Like, come on. And does that chest reset every time I enter the game? This motherfucker's the GOAT. Giving me all this shit. And I was a dickhead to him when he came in. No lie. Come on, bad man. I was unaware of your game. I was unaware. I apologize. I wasn't familiar with your game. Hold on. No way. Let's see. 25 gold. Bro, let me hop into this game real quick. Yeah, I did the Maya one. Let me see. Let me see this shit. Where do you get the golden keys legit?
Nice.
Ain't no way. I had no idea this was a thing.
Wow.
I gotta go sell some shit. Yo, my bank's gonna be unbelievably fucking high. I'm gonna have so much money. Get rid of all this. That's on my current shield. No, I didn't. Just sell all this. Alright, hey, skill wise, what do I gotta change? What am I doing wrong here? I mean, I had it all out, but then I started doing this side more. Which one should I focus on the most? Because I had it up to here, and I had it up to here on this one, but then I reset it, and I did it all on the left. I haven't really touched this side, to be honest. What do you think? The red? Cloud kill? Like, what to avoid? What is like an avoid? What is ass? What is useless? Also, is this the only gold chest in the game, or like is there ones that give you better loot? Just trying to grasp. Oh, this shit's way better than what I have now.
Nice.
Where's that shotgun I just picked up? This one is a little better. Just purples, that's it? I'll take that.
Tough decision.
That is lovely.
Get clock kill. Alright. Where's that? Over here? What route would you take? What would you do here? Helios or Immolate? If I'm gonna get all the achievements for this game, I need the right class. Because I've heard that the final 2 DLCs are hell. Emily, okay. And I'll do one in here. What else you recommend? You think I should just go all in? Should I just go all in for a Cataclysm, or what do you think? Or should I just start doing other tiers? What do you think? Let's hope that does better, man, because I've been getting destroyed in combat. I mean, it is loud. It's laughable how much I was dying. Now I got some guns.
Get your health and shields right here.
Sell all the shit stuff. Any guns, any purple guns I should be looking out for? Oh my god, look at my money. Augments as well, or? I did not. Let me go check the skins. Kill Bill. They're alright. Maybe the skin does it justice. Strangle a puppy?
Have you heard about the awesomeness of the Vault Hunter?
Yeah, nah, they're alright. They're alright. I don't think they're crazy. I mean, I appreciate the skin. Honestly, I kind of like the DLC ones. If I do pre-sequel, I'm playing as Athena. Only because of Tales from the Borderlands. Tales from the Borderlands made her so cool. Have you played that? You played Tales from the Borderlands? Equip the next slot. What do I do for that? I just need a class mod and this. Yeah, Tales from the Borderlands is so good. Don't get me wrong, obviously it's very different from the Borderlands games, but the writing does it so much justice. They put so much care into it, and it expands the Borderlands world to me, world building wise. What? Ain't nowhere. Dude, if you get the chance, replay it. I'm telling you, it's so... yeah, it's a point and click, but story-wise, in my opinion, the writing is much better than the actual mainline Borderlands games. Obviously, Borderlands has better gameplay, obviously. But the writing, I thought the way they wrote Jack in Tales from the Borderlands was so good. And Reese, so good. Because I'm going to get the achievements. I only care to get the achievements in 1, 2 in the pre-sequel. 3 and 4, I don't care to do. Outside of that, I'll probably do Roland and Athena for the other ones. I have heard that Borderlands 1's 100% is a nightmare. That's what I've heard. So I'm here for the achievements.
Wow.
Yeah, Reese is like, he's inside his head. It's so good. Now, Tales from the Borderlands 2 is disgustingly bad. It is awful. It's awful. It's the worst game I've ever played. Close to it. Writing-wise. But, okay, so earlier... Don't know what that means, but... I don't have rabbits because I'm not in Vault Hunter mode. Is there a boss I can farm? Is there a good boss I can farm to late game, or is that DLC stuff, or... I'm trying to level up quick, because I gotta get to level 50 for an achievement. So, and I'm basically at the end of the game. So what's the plan? Terrible. Oh, is that this asshole? There's an achievement for killing him. Hold on. Let me see if that's what you're talking about. Oh, it's a secret mission. I think that, yeah, there's an achievement for what you're talking about. Slappy Happy. I did that. I can sell it for iridium.
Almost dead? I can fix that. Come on.
But is he really going to give me good level at level 29? That's going to give me an achievement. Well. Decked out. Some other guy said like Lee. Is there a boss named Lee? How did you farm your level?
Whoa.
Just drop this shit at this point. I'm gonna save the keys. Old sloppy on ultimate mode. King Mong. What level is he? Bro, I am rich now. I got so much money. Okay. Probably farm them post game. Because from what I read, the first two DLCs, the pirate and the other one, they cap at level 30. So if I'm above level 30, those DLCs don't advance to my level. But it's the last two. It's the last two that are going to be tough. It's the Tina's Wonderland, not Tina's Wonderland, you know what I'm talking about. Tiny Dragon or whatever. And then Hammerlock's Hunt. Those are, I've heard those suck. How do I get my shield up? My shield is low. I've heard people have like 7,000. Why am I at... Hey, what's up with this, bro? Why they give me booty shield? What's up with this? One of the best weapons? Well, I will eventually do that. I have to. Interfacing. Do those later. So I'm cooking on everything but shield right now. But you see, when it comes to that, I'm either getting co-op partners or I'll just get a modded weapon. At that point. Here's the reality though. I'm here for the achievements. Once I get all the achievements, I'm out. I'm on to the next game. So, good thing taking out the raid boss. I don't believe I need to take out the raid boss. Nah, I'm good. I'll stand on what I said earlier. If I was to run through this again, I'd have to do it co-op. I think it's good to solo it for the first time. The issue with Borderlands is, let's say me and you played co-op. It wouldn't be fun for me as a first-time player, because it's going to be you running through the game, killing everything for me, right? I think if it's your first time playing Borderlands, you got to solo it. Because when someone's higher level than you, you're just watching them play the game. That's kind of, it's not fun. What if I could get a modded weapon? They're around here on fucking Xbox 360. What do you mean that's not how it works? modded weapons? That is how it works. If you're playing Borderlands with someone who, and level at that point doesn't even matter. I'm saying if they know the game and you don't, you're watching them play. Exactly. Yeah, we agree. That's what I'm saying. For the first playthrough, after that, co-op. Because these games were made to be played co-op, like Dead Island. Dead Island, yeah, you can play it solo, but the best experience is co-op, when everyone is the same level. Oh God. Cause I got a guy on my friends list. He's 100%ed all the Borderlands. I'm talking 1, 2, 3, 4, and the pre-sequel. And I'm like, damn, that guy's a Borderlands junkie. Cause I was grinding Dead Island with him. We were getting the achievements on there. And he's telling me like these horror stories about Borderlands 1 and how bullshit the achievements are. And he's talking about how like you gotta pick up panties for claptrap and pizza or some shit like that. I'm like, damn. I'm thinking, this sounds terrible. Where do I play? Where do I start? I did 2 first because 2 was the one I played 2 when I was younger, but I never finished it. So I finally came out. I was like, you know what? I'm sticking it out. I'm gonna beat Borderlands 2. At the end. Whoa. What kind of glitch are we talking? I mean, I'm gonna get the DLCs. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna play the DLCs, but as of now, I do not have them. So damn. Speed glitch. you never tell me where can I get some better shield though? 3,700 is not gonna do it for me. This is not it. I'm going to get cooked with a shield like this.
Which is superior?
What do you recommend? I'll be doing that, but this shit always has garbage. Talk about this.
Welcome to Dr.
Is this what you're
Sid's
talking about?
Portable Clinic. What can I get for you?
Shit always has garbage. Whoa.
Surrounded by amateurs over
Just I guess you're a funny guy. No, he's got straight garbage.
Try not to die. Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle.
This? That's lower than what I got now. What's the benefit?
If you got the money, I'll save your gall-darn life. Out. Come whenever you need it.
Yeah, low level. The garbage as well. Drop some shit. Keep that. Holy shit. Rockets just keep getting better. Times 7. That might be good. I think that's good. I'm grabbing that.
That is lovely.
here. Oh, that dude? Honestly, I shot him a lot. Like, it was that three shot sniper. Actually, he only killed me once. That was like the easiest boss I faced. He was not that hard. No, what I have trouble with is when they like spawn 50 enemies on me. That's when I get cooked. One big boss I can handle. 50 little guys I can't. I just, and then like when I was trying to do the data mining, these guys hit me one time, I'm at 10 health. It's like, come on. Like, I hate that. I hate getting drained of health in 0.5 seconds. It hurts. Not to mention, I had garbage guns before this gold key shit. What a waste of time. What do you mean by that OP10? What does that mean? Challenge level. Gotcha. I guess that's true. you had it, did you get all the achievements? Or is that something you don't go for? You had all them maxed out? 57 to 69. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm surprised that service is still up, that code. I'm surprised that's still a thing. You'd think that'd be shut down by now. I picked Maya for her ability. The rest of them, I'm not into the berserker type, so Salvador was not it. Zero seems like he's a complex character, so I said fuck that on the first playthrough. Accent's kind of generic.
This silence reminds me of the Abbey. I hated the goddamned Abbey.
So you be about this Borderlands shit. You're about this.
Oh my god, this is dull.
That's the difference between you and me. I'm here for the achievements. Once I get that 100%, I'm moving on. Unless I ever decide to do the Xbox One version, which maybe, or the PlayStation 3 version, maybe. Till then, though, hold on. This is not something for me I can jump right back into after completing. Too much time, and I want to play other games. I got other shit I want to play. I got a whole backlog of games I gotta complete. This was just a nostalgic throwback I needed to finally do. I think I will now. I just gotta grind levels some more and I'll be ready. All I know is the guys in the ladder DLCs are gonna be tough. That came on the Lilith shit. Are gonna be tough. He said, I'm preparing. Getting ready for the grind. Well, that'll be the last one I do then. I'm trying to run into that, especially at a level 29. Come on.
The impossible has happened. I am bored.
Damn. Okay, I need to get that. Is that where you put all your points into?
You've earned it. That's what I'm talking about. I don't have any new jobs for you. Your eagerness, however, has been noticed.
Dr. Zed's Portable Clinic. What can I get for you?
You too, man. Appreciate the help. You have a good one.
Dead. I'll keep you that way.
So y'all at 70